Welcome to Clash with Connell. Today, for my first video, I'm on my Town Hall 10 account, and I'll be taking you guys through a couple of troop upgrades and showing you my favorite farming strategy for Town Halls 9 and 10, Lavaloon. I actually have a book in my battle pass that I need to use, but my storage is full, so I have 2 books of fighting, plus I have a book of spells. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go in, we're going to upgrade witches to level 3 immediately. The reason I choose witches is I'm a pretty new town hall, and what you're going to want to do is pick the troops that matter most to you. Okay, so I just got bowlers level 2, and one of the strongest armies in Town Hall 10 is the bow witch. So I'm going to max that out immediately as actually just the 3rd thing I've upgraded. So I'm going to click this, use the book, and then now we can collect the next book. Claim that. And as you guys can see, before I get into the next troop, I upgraded all 4 air defenses at once. That's because you get that nice season bank bonus of 50,000 dark elixir, 5 million gold, and 5 million elixir, and that's just the silver. I actually got the gold pass this season, which will be a lot better for me. So, let's see, what do I want to upgrade next? Now, one of the most important spells as you get to Town Hall 10 is the freeze spell, but that's a pretty quick upgrade, and so I don't want to waste a book on something short like that. So what we're going to go for is the P.E.K.K.A. And the reason we're doing this is, as you can see, you get 50 more damage per unit when you upgrade the level to level 5. And this is a pretty long upgrade, almost a week. That's with my battle pass bonus markdown. So we're going to do this, use the book on this. So now we need to get some loot. And one of the greatest things about this season update is the lowered wall cost. Okay, now these walls used to cost 2 million each to upgrade. Now it's only 1 million. With my bonus, it's 900,000. I really recommend getting this bonus because it's just going to make your life a whole lot easier. So the strategy that I use to farm is Lavaloon. And this works at any level, Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11. And you want to make sure you're in the right range of trophies, but as you can see, this is my army from the events, the P.E.K.K.A. challenge, and the town halls. But I have 2 raids here that I'm going to show you guys how to use Lavaloon. So we do have a Town Hall 9 base that I'm attacking here. Still pretty good loot. First things first, as you can see, I dropped these 2 tank distracts so that my loons can come in without getting hit. And this is a pretty high hit point area. You have the wizard towers, 2 Teslas. So what you want to do is drop your lava hounds so that they take the most damage right off the start. So let's see here. I'm going to come in here. And where you have a lot of defenses, you're going to want your balloons to move quickly, and that's where the haste come in. So we drop a haste here. That pops. These are going to clear the loot there. We froze both sides here to freeze the queen and the expo and the wizard towers. Now you can see our siege machine drop the loons here. That's going to take out that flank. Freeze here because, as you can see, we're pretty weak, and there's an air defense here that we need to take out if we're going to 100% this base. We have this big group of balloons here that's going to finish off this base, and then you just drop your minions to clean up. One of the things to note about this raid is that I do not have a full spell inventory. I only take freeze and haste, and that's my personal preference. You can do what you like to do, and heals can certainly be helpful when you're attacking some tougher bases, which I do sometimes, but I like to prey on the weak guy. Why would you want to waste more resources and possibly get less loot because you might not be able to 100% the base? So I only take a few freezes and a few haste spells. So let's get into this next battle here. This one I actually have a siege balloon can't think of the name of that right now. But you do not, in all honesty, you do not need any spells to take down bases with Lavaloon. It's perfect for when you're just starting out and, maybe you're upgrading your heroes, your spell factory. That's what I did, actually. I used this the entire time I was upgrading my spell factory, and my storages I couldn't keep them empty. That's how much loot I was getting. So you want to freeze this. If this locks on to your big balloon, you want to freeze the Inferno towers. That's where the freezes come in. And multi-Infernos are more deadly to this attack than single targeted Infernos are. But they're always something that you're going to want to watch out for. Wizard towers are also a big enemy, especially at higher levels. You see, they just took down probably 5-6 balloons with one hit. But luckily, I have already beaten this base. The key to this attack is that you want to be conservative with your spells, and so that way you can go right into your next attack, have some spells left over. And training time is a little bit longer on this army, but the cost is really cheap. Only 140,000 elixir and 1,000 dark elixir. In Masters 3, your loot bonus basically covers the cost of your army. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. And so when you're looting, you want to think about your profits. Profits are number one. So let's go into another attack here, keeping all of those things in mind. So for this final attack, we have a max Town Hall 10 with a ton of loot. So looking at his base, his queen is on the outside, so we can drop our king to take her out. And he's got a lot of point defenses on top and single target infernos. So once again, we're going to drop the king and sacrifice him to take out the queen, and then we'll be ready to start our attack. So we're going to take this base on from the top, and I'm going to drop my stone slammer and the 2 lava hounds to get extra tankage because of those higher level defenses that we're going to be dealing with. So I spread my loons all over the top half of the base, and everything is targeting the lava hounds, even the wizard towers, so we are in great shape. With both the air sweepers pushing the balloons back, we're going to drop dual haste on each side of the base to get these balloons into the core as fast as possible. So I still have one of my lava hounds alive, heading for the next set of air defenses, providing a little bit more tanking as my balloons move along. So then I froze the high damage wizard towers, and my siege machine goes down, which is actually going to help me in the long run, taking out the rest of the high damage defenses. So once I freeze that air defense and take it down, the last threat to my balloons is that wizard tower. So once I know it's safe to do so, I start dropping my minions all around the base to take up the extra buildings. So as my balloons travel across the map to take out the last cluster of defenses, let's recap what really happened in this attack that made it so effective. We had dense defenses all around the base that didn't have a lot of travel time needed for the balloons to take them all out, and we froze and haste spelled as needed for an easy victory on a not so easy base. And as I mentioned before, I saw Lavaloon is actually a pretty good pushing strategy too, but once you face the higher level infernos, that kind of goes away. So you're going to gain trophies with this, maybe hop up a couple leagues, but as you go higher in the leagues, the players are more active, and you're not going to be able to see as much loot up in the higher leagues because players are always active spending it so that they are less likely to get attacked and gain trophies. So you're going to want to stay down, I would say, around 2,600 or below, or maybe if you're a Town Hall 11, 2,800 or below. Keep in mind, Lavaloon is a great versatile strategy that anyone can use at Town Hall 9+. You don't need spells, you don't need heroes. Clan Castle is a helpful thing, and you're going to want to get, I prefer balloons in there, but definitely Town Hall 10+, get this siege machine right there, because that is going to change your battle. It can take up half a base itself. So keep that in mind, and thanks for watching.